Hey guys, it's Friday again, and it's our time to spend a few minutes together. I really enjoy being with you. I can't wait till I can see you face to face and give you a hug and say hi. But this is fun. Okay, how many of you went on a turtle hunt this past week? I told you to go look, see if you can find a turtle. My wife watched the video, the candy lady. You know, I live with a candy lady. That's why I married her, because she's the candy lady. She told me that I shouldn't have asked you to do that. She said, it's too difficult. Those children will never be able to find a turtle. Well, she was wrong. Two of you I know found turtles, or actually more. Nathan Lehman, you sent me the picture of your red-eared slider, just a little tiny guy. You caught a turtle. And the Howard kids also caught a turtle. It looked like a red-eared slider to me, a little guy. Way to go, way to go. Maybe 10 others caught a turtle. If you caught one, be sure to send me a picture. Okay, just yesterday, I was out in the park with my grandchildren, and we saw a pretty good sized snapping turtle. And I was thinking of bringing him in today for our video, but he was not a very nice guy. No, no, no. And if I brought him in, I might be missing a finger today. He was not a very nice turtle. So we left him alone. But speaking of turtles, remember I told you about Elliot? That was my grandson Eli's turtle. He had gotten him a few years ago, and Elliot escaped. And then just a couple weeks ago, somebody found him again, and then he escaped again. Well, guess who is with me today? Maybe it's Elliot. Let's see. How about, oh, he's got goo on the bottom. Let me clean him off here a little bit. Ew. Okay, this is just like Elliot. Okay, but we don't think this is Elliot him. Are you Elliot? Okay, we don't know. Oh, he's thinking about coming out. Here, okay, look, his face is coming out. Mr. Phil found him in the field. We don't think he's Elliot, but he's the same kind of turtle as Elliot. He's a box turtle. Okay, look at, oh, he's starting to come out a little bit. He's looking at you. Oh, he's been very active in his bucket. He's just been scratching and anxious to get out. That's a pretty good view. Look at that. Okay. Oh, here he comes. He's coming out a little bit. He's a very active turtle. He's been scratching in his bucket all morning, waiting to get on TV. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Oh my goodness. Our God is such a wonderful God. He made all kinds of fascinating creatures. Oh my goodness. He's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Well, I'm going to put him back in his bucket for a minute. We'll talk about him for a little bit. Okay, box turtles make really good pets. That's what I'm told. People say that the box turtles can actually recognize their owners. If you've had them for a while and you come into the room where you have them, they'll get excited if they think you're going to feed them. Sometimes they like to be scratched on top of their shell. They can live 100 years. That's almost as old as I am, 100 years. They can live a long time. They eat fruit. They eat worms. Some of you children eat fruit and worms, probably. So they make a pretty good pet. Maybe you could find a box turtle. They're not very easy to find, but we found one. Maybe you will too. Okay, I have two more critters to show you today, so let's play the guessing game. All right, the first critter. I am disgusting. Okay. Not many people really like me. I don't bite. Did you say a whale? Did you guess it? No, not a whale. Did you guess a tiger? No, not a tiger. Okay, let me give you some more clues. I'm brown. I don't have any legs. That's a big clue. Did you guess a cobra? Maybe I have a cobra in my bucket. No, I'm not a cobra. Uh, I'm brown. Gooey. Ah, you guessed it. I am a slug. Okay, I'm going to show you a disgusting slug. Are you ready? I've got him right over here. Okay, I'm picking him up. Oh, you ready? It's like a big, fat worm. Here he is. Oh, let me get him. Oh, look at him. He's crawling on my hand. Can you see him? Ew, he's slimy. I don't even know which end is which here. Okay. All right. Maybe I can hold him like that. That's a better view for you. Okay, he's not moving much now. All right, a slug is basically a snail without a shell. And they do leave a trail of goo wherever they go. It helps them glide along, I've heard. Some of these things in the world can get as big as a football. How about that? How would you like one of those? And they have I just saw them. They have 4 tentacles. There's 2 tentacles. Can you see them? Oh, there they are. Great. They have 4 tentacles. 2 of them are for seeing, because they have little eyes in the end, and 2 of them are for feeling things. How about that? And those you can see them, they're sticking out, and they can retract. Let me see if he'll retract them. Oh, did you see that? Boom. They go in and out. Isn't that a fascinating thing? Maybe they're looking right at you now. Okay. Do you know, in your garden, maybe you have a small garden at home, there will be hundreds of these things. You just don't see them mostly in the day. They hide during the day and they come out at night and they eat up all your fruits and vegetables. And, there are those long tentacles there. Okay. Mother's Day is coming. It's Sunday. I can't think of a better gift for your mother than a slug. So maybe this afternoon or this evening when the sun goes down, you could take a flashlight into the garden and see if you can get a beautiful slug for your mom for Mother's Day. She could keep it on her bathroom sink. She could keep it on her nightstand. She could stick it on the mirror in the bathroom. She would, every time she'd look at that slug, she'd think of you. So keep that in mind. But if you can't find a slug for Mother's Day, maybe you can find one of these. They have to be a little careful because these things can hurt you a little bit. Let's play the guessing game again. I do have legs. I have no hair. I have no feathers. Did you say a shark? No, not a shark. I have little pinchers. You figured it out. It's a crayfish. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I have 2 of them. I'm going to grab one of them. I have them in a little bowl. Boy, they're active. Okay. Ow! Oh, I got one. Oh, man, they're hard to hold on to. These guys are active. Okay, let me dry him off so I don't get this computer all wet. Oh, he's hanging onto this paper. Whoops. Okay, that's a pretty good view. Where are you? Okay. Look at that guy. Look at those pinchers. You see the tentacles? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Isn't he beautiful? Let me see if I can show you his tail without dropping him. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's his tail. Okay, it looks like a little lobster, doesn't he? There, he's looking at you. He's saying, good morning. Good morning. That's a good view. 2 eyes, tentacles, a bunch of legs, and those 2 pinchers. Okay, this is called a crayfish. People call them crawdads. I used to hunt these things when I was a boy, and I still hunt them. When we go camping, maybe at Beaver's Bend, one time we caught 100 of them in maybe about an hour. They were everywhere. You have to lift up the rocks carefully under the When you're in the creek, lift it up carefully and let the water clear, and there they are. And they're very fast. They're hard to catch. They go backwards. That makes it hard to catch them. So you got to kind of put your hand behind them. So they're a lot of fun. They get bigger, and the bigger they are, the more they can pinch you. So you got to watch out for that. All right, I'm going to put him back in his bowl. He's saying goodbye. Goodbye. People eat them. Okay, probably not those little guys, although I think my grandsons eat the little guys. You don't eat them all. You just eat, I think, the meat inside the tail. It's not very much. People eat bigger ones. They're basically just like little lobsters, and they're all over the world. They even come in different colors. I've only seen those like brownish green ones, but I saw some pictures of some that are bright blue and some that are bright green. God's made many, many different kinds of crayfish. Our God didn't just make a simple world, did he? He made a beautiful world full of all kinds of animals, insects and birds and fish and mammals for us to enjoy. For us to enjoy. God made a very colorful, interesting world for us. So, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. I heard the weatherman say that the sun's coming out and it's going to be 70 degrees and spectacular. So, here's your assignment. Get outside. Go outside this afternoon and all day tomorrow and see how many different animals you can find and maybe even catch. Do it carefully so you don't hurt them. And then send me some pictures. Okay, show me what you've caught. And then we can talk about that next week. I've got to go. Do you know why? I promised my grandsons that I would get Elliot back in his box and get those crayfish back in the water before they die. So I'm going to head home and take those things and let them go so we take good care of them. But I can't wait to hear from you and to see some pictures of the interesting animals that you catch this week. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see you next Friday. Okay, take care.